All right. Gyokeres impresses in Arsenal's open training session in Hong Kong. Arsenal is in Hong Kong, and we all know to it that tomorrow they're obviously going to be playing a side known as Tottenham Hotspur, and that's what we call the North London Derby. And over 200,000 fans, over 20,000 fans packed into the ground, watch their heroes prepare for the first North London Derby abroad. And in history, it's the first one of a kind, and we all know what it means when it's the first one of a kind. New signing Viktor Gyokeres was in the session as players were put through their paces before signing autographs for supporters, sift through the best photos, and this is how things really went in through. And you know how everyone was obviously eyeing. It was Viktor Gyokeres, the signing that all Arsenal fans have been anticipating for ever since, by the way. For the previous 2 summers, Arsenal have been demanding in for centre forward, because in the summer of 2022, Gabriel Jesus was obviously brought in, but he never obviously lived up to the occasion, scoring 11 goals in the Premier League, but he was out for the month of December, January, February. He returned towards the end of March, meaning that he really missed out 4 months of that season, of his debut season at Arsenal, and that meant that he would have gone ahead to obviously do something magical into the mix. So, as it stands, Arsenal went ahead obviously getting this man, and that's why very many Arsenal fans are really excited about him and his works that he's expected to be doing in there. So, as it stands, we are here to obviously come up and really let you know what our thoughts are about this. But before I really tell you my thoughts, let me obviously take you through how Gyokeres impressed during the open training session in Hong Kong. Those on TikTok have gone ahead to see that video that has been posted by Arsenal when he was really heading that ball in the back of the net, and fans were like, oh, that's the lad in there. Now, you see him close to Odegaard, and looks like they have a very good understanding and communication. That is Gyokeres, as you see him there. He's really with Martin Odegaard, obviously stepping on the ball using his right foot, listening to the instructions from the manager known as Mikel Arteta. That is Gyokeres, as you see him in there for you, obviously waiting for the big moment for him to obviously showcase to the people who he is and what he was really brought in for. And this is Mikel Arteta, and I think he was with who is this? Who is this in particular? Then Odegaard. Odegaard came in through, as you see him there. Saka and Albert Sambi in there. Then Martin Odegaard obviously trying to dribble and obviously accelerate with the ball as they trained in that Hong Kong stadium where they're obviously going to be playing against Tottenham Hotspur. Bukayo Saka, star boy, obviously doing the needful, and this season is obviously going to be very big for him because he has a chance to obviously be one of the Ballon d'Or competitors. But the coming through of Gyokeres obviously goes ahead to block his chances, because if Gyokeres shines and obviously scores goals, I think everyone is going to be looking at him. Saka in there for you. That is Kai Havertz, a player that has gone ahead to obviously turn out to be a mugged player, and you see him controlling that ball with his hand, and to me it was a foul. Then that's him obviously shooting. That is Kai Havertz obviously shooting at goal. Then fans obviously saying King Kai in there for you. That is King Kai doing the needful. And then the Arsenal fans in Asia, it shows you how big these clubs are when it comes to their support that they have. You know, they're really big everywhere, and even in Asia, they are that big. Kai Havertz obviously will score. That is an Arsenal fan, and that is David Raya with Pena, the goalkeeping coach of Arsenal, obviously showing him out, obviously distribute that ball with that hoofing kick. Then that is Martin Zubimendi, one of the players that impressed so much in the game of Newcastle, and tomorrow we just can't wait to see what he'll obviously put out in there as a player. As I want to let you know, nothing will obviously stop him from obviously getting to where he wants to be in that midfield. And I stand to obviously be corrected. Zubimendi is going to turn out to be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Just watch the space. Then Leandro Trossard, also part of the training session, one of the players that they're really looking to sell, as it's rumored that Arsenal is interested in getting in Ebelechi Eze and the other player called Ebelechi Eze and the other player called Ebelechi Eze and the other player called what's his name? Ebelechi Eze and the other player called Rodrigo Goes from Real Madrid, and he was there shooting. And I have always told people that instead of really, getting out or showing Leandro Trossard the exit door, I would rather have Martinelli out, because however much Trossard is really older than Martinelli, he has been more variable, he has been more consistent when it comes to assists and goals in the seasons he has been here at Arsenal. I think there are 2.5 seasons for Leandro Trossard. The man of the moment again, that is Viktor Gyokeres, obviously looking on as he obviously trains with the Arsenal in Hong Kong. And that is Viktor Gyokeres sprinting with the ball, as you see him there, busting into space. And you know what comes after him doing that? It's obviously scoring goals. That is Gyokeres dribbling to obviously get to where he expects himself to be and really shoot that goal. Again, obviously going there, eyeing his height, not at the ball, but where he's obviously going. And that is Gabriel Magalhaes. Good news, he's back in the full Arsenal training session because he has been injured with Julian Timber. Then Lewis Kelly, obviously coming up to obviously train with the club of Arsenal. Mikel Merino, a goal scorer in the game they played against Newcastle, was also really shrugging his hands and was like, oh my God, what's wrong? Then the manager of Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, obviously holding the two balls as he watches on how the players he put on the pitch are really executing his tactics that he told them to obviously come out and execute to the fullest. Then Zubimendi, obviously one of those players that is a joy to watch. Then Julian Timber is another one who is back in full Arsenal training session as he skipped past Wanheri and a player known as William Saliba. Then Nogard, obviously taking his touch with a look to where he feels like this ball should be passed. Then Zinchenko versing a player known as Julian Timber, a returnee from injury. And these are youngsters, and that is the goalkeeper, Kepa Azebalaga. Then you are having a Benjamin White really looking on. And I think the look on his face really explains how he's really feeling at the club of Arsenal, because he might not be one of those that are obviously going to be favorites to obviously get into the starting 11 of Arsenal, as he has always gone ahead to play as a right back. But him really getting injured last season just gave the manager to obviously see to it that Julian Timber has more ingredients, to his game. He had more minerals to the game of Arsenal as he played as a right back. You understand? He inverts better, he's good in the ball, he defends even better, and he really does a lot. Ethan Waneri doing the needful during the training session as Viktor Gyokeres looks on, and he was gazing at the fans of Arsenal as this is the winning team. I see Zinchenko, Reece Nelson, Kai Havertz, Wanheri, Nogard, and I also see William Saliba in there. Then they obviously went ahead to obviously salute their fans that came to the European training session in Hong Kong. David Raya saluting the fans of Arsenal, and that is Kai Havertz, that is Gabriel Magalhaes, Martin Odegaard, and there came through the man himself, that is Gyokeres, also trying to obviously salute the fans of Arsenal that are really playing that side. Now we are having a one Bukayo Saka into the mix, doing the needful and saluting the fans. Then the time of autographs really came in through Martin Zubimendi signing an autograph for the youngster. Then this is a player known as Odegaard taking a photo and an autograph with a fan in Hong Kong. Then we did have what we call fans re-raising a portrait of Bukayo Saka. You see it there. Declan Rice, Kai Havertz into the mix, Odegaard doing the needful, and players getting instructions from the manager of Arsenal on what the training session they're supposed to do was all about. So that is it for the side of Arsenal, and that's how the Hong Kong affairs really went down, as you've gone ahead obviously witness them by your naked eye. So guys, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Gyokeres impressing in Hong Kong, and after you will obviously let me know what your thoughts are about this. So feel free to obviously subscribe to this channel and see to it that all goes on well as planned. This is the channel that brings you your latest information as far as everything is really concerned. Rokani David has been your host, and I know some of you are really going to bed, but for us, the fans of Man United are really having a very huge affair in USA as we play Bournemouth. Second game in USA. First game we beat West Ham by I think 2-1. Now we want to see how United goes on to face off a team with a football magnitude of Bournemouth and players that have gone ahead to prove to us that can really humiliate the club of Manchester United for some time. You understand? So that's it for now. Don't feel agitated. Obviously, go in the comment section and obviously have something to say about this fellow side of ours, and that is the Rokani Media Football. We out for now. Bye bye, and continue to obviously do the due diligence of really keeping it the Rokani Media Football.